Hello everyone, welcome back to some more modded Minecraft episode 4. You may notice my voice sounds a little different, might come through kind of weird. I am kind of sick right now, so it's a little hoarse, but hopefully it doesn't come through too badly in the video. So, I have been quite busy since last episode. As you can see in my hotkey already, I got some tinker tools. And yeah, I've done quite a bit. I set up this my enchantment stuff around here. I actually went into the nether because I needed to I wanted to get some cobalt and ardite because we're going to do mostly tinkering stuff today. Here, let's sleep quick. Yeah, so we're just going to be doing tinkering, and I'll tell you what I've been up to. First quick. I did make some IC2 machines, made a generator, metal former, extractor, geothermal generator, and compressor. And we got a bad dude coming here. Go away. Hey, zombie brain. And those cows are they're stomping around. That breeding's been going pretty well. And the nice thing about this geothermal generator is you can put a portable tank in here. And that's very nice. So I made another hardened one of those. So that's actually going to be really nice. That's probably what I'm going to be depending on for my energy for both IC2 and thermal expansion for a while, at least for IC2. But I really wanted to make this compressor mainly because I need diamonds for some buildcraft stuff. I need 16 at least for now. And right now I only have 8. Some I found mining, but some you can make diamonds by basically compressing coal and stuff. So if we take a look at diamond, what you can do is you can get a coal chunk. So it's basically 1 stack of coal equals 1 diamond. So coal chunk, you get that makes a diamond, and then to get a coal chunk is compressed coal ball around obsidian. To get this is compressing coal balls, which is 8 pulverized coal, which is just coal in a pulverizer or a macerator, and around a flint. So yeah, so it basically takes 1 stack of coal, and then you do a few compressions to get it to a diamond. Yeah. So and then I want to be able to get more diamonds by getting some awesome tinker tools with with lapis on them. Because I have some lapis, but I haven't been mining a lot of lapis in my mine that I made, which is over there. So let's get started maybe with some of these tinker tools. And then I'll show you some more stuff that I've been going through, that I've been up to. So what we have here is this is just some of the stuff that I made so far. I got a bunch of seared bricks from a village. There was actually a villager that did like Tinker's Construct. We're gonna kill these skeletons quick. Come on. Hey, skeleton head. There was a villager with the Tinker's Construct, like smeltery, basically, or with a bunch of these seared bricks. So I got a bunch of them from there. So I have this like really giant tower. And then I just got some lava in there. But first thing we want to make is I have some patterns made. Here, let's actually quick put some of this stuff away. And I've also done a bunch of Thaumcraft stuff, but probably won't get to explaining much of that today. The first thing I want to make is a cobalt pickaxe, because that's what we're going to have our looting on, our fortune on, the lapis. So what we need for that is we're going to need some cobalt. We'll stick half of it in there. Actually, we'll get 2 of those. And then, like, 1 ardite. I got some blood in there, and just aluminum. Because I had to make this, I forget what it's called, the pink stuff, aluminium? Or, yeah, alumite, yeah. And then, yeah, so we want cobalt in there. Hopefully that smelted up. We're gonna need paper. We want a paper binding. Didn't really need a crafting table, but oh well. We can make that while that's going. So if you don't really know Tinker's construct, I'm not gonna go through and explain it all, because some of the harder stuff, like in mod packs, I'll explain. Oh, by the way, this is kind of the start of the base. Didn't really mean to show that right now, but you probably saw a glimpse of it. That's hinting towards kind of the base, how it's going to be set up. Yeah, but basically Tinker's Construct, you have all these like different tables. That's just a crafting table. You got your stencils to make your stencils, your part builder. So say we want, we need actually that binding. We don't need that one. So we have our binding and our pattern and our material. So we get our paper binding, and then it gives us 2 excess paper. It only takes half of a material. And okay, sweet, this is melted up. So we got 2 malleon, which is made from 2 ardite and 2 cobalt will give you 2 malleon. And then we have and then we have 2 extra cobalt. So we want cobalt on the bottom. Whatever you have in the bottom, or whatever you click, goes on the bottom, and that's the material that'll come out of these faucets. So what we want is a pickaxe head. This only costs 1 ingot of a material, so we want cobalt, and cobalt is the best thing for mining and or shovels or axes, or hammers. It's going to be the fastest speed. And then what we want is, for this rod, we want malleon, because here, we'll take a look at this book quick. This is the second book you get, Materials in You. This one's probably the most useful because it tells you all the tools, the material traits, and modifiers. So we're just making the basic pickaxe. So we just need these 3 parts, which I got. Well, we're about to get the handle. But let's go take a look at malleon. Okay, so we see malleon rod. It says handle modifier. So if you have it as a handle, like the tool rod, it gives 2.5 times the durability to the whole thing. And its mining speed is 9, and we can check that with the mining speed of cobalt, which is 11. So cobalt's the best. But you can see here the base attack is 1.5 hearts, whereas this base attack is 2 hearts. So this is good for swords. This is the best material for swords, yeah. And it has pretty good durability, since it's a mixture of 2 really good materials. And I don't think it has a trait though. Malleon. Yeah, it doesn't have a trait, whereas like material trait stonebound, like if you use ardite, stonebound means as it is, the tool is weaker, the faster it'll mine. And this material trait is reinforced level 2, so it just has like basically unbreaking 2 set on it. So what we want to make sure is, okay, we have the malleon down there, and this is only going to take half an ingot. So we're going to be left with, as you can see, molten malleon, 1 ingot, 4 nuggets, and 8 mil buckets. So basically 1.5 ingots. So we'll just leave that in there. So we can grab this. Did that go back into me? Yeah. Excuse me if I sound really hoarse right now, like to myself. Hopefully the mic doesn't pick up too much of that. So put those away, and then we can, the tool station is used for crafting like the more basic tools and weapons, and the more advanced ones are crafted in the tool forge. So we can, since we're just making a basic pickaxe, we can go here. Now the reason I make a paper binding is it's not gonna affect the durability negatively, but it's also gonna allow me for an extra modifier, which is good. So for a pick, it's nice to have a paper binding. So right now we got a pickaxe writable reinforced 2. So this is a pretty good pick, and as we can see, its durability is 2000, mining speed 11, and we have 4 modifiers remaining. So what we want to do is we're going to grab all of our lapis and a bunch of redstone. What can we toss? We can toss that. We're going to grab that and that. Let's quick make this. Now, I don't know if Tinker's construct has changed how much lapis you need to get to full fortune 3 or looting 3. So we'll just put this in here, but yeah, so you need 450 lapis to get up to a fortune 3 or looting 3 on a tool. So it's quite a bit of lapis. But what you do is you just, either in the tool forge or the tool station, you just put your item there and then your upgrade here. So we're gonna have, and then you just remove it from there, and it took 9. So then this is gonna tell you how much will be next. So we're just gonna keep doing this, just dragging and dropping, and this should get us a decent amount of lapis on here. And then once I have this, then I can go basically fortune a whole bunch of other lapis. So now you see it says fortune 1 on it. So it basically has fortune 1. And once you get it to a certain point, it'll say fortune 2. And once you get it like all the way up, it'll say fortune 3. We're gonna sleep again. So then what we want is we're gonna want some haste on this. Haste adds speed to it. Redstone adds speed to it. Haste, which makes it mine faster. You can see it goes from 11 to 11.72. In this, it goes up to 50. But you can add more than 1 haste on it. So once you get to 45, you're just gonna need to do it singular. Okay, so now it's at 50 out of 50. So we could add more haste if we wanted to. But another very good thing to have on tools, as you can see with my 3 tools down here, is this auto repair, which is made by 9 moss stone, just like that. You get a ball of moss and then throw that on. Now it's going to have auto repair. So we still have even 1 modifier left. Which we can which we can use on a few different things. But just wanted to quick tell you something. An easy way, if you can't find moss stone, is to just throw cobble into a fluid transposer with water, and it'll give you moss stone. It takes a little bit. It's kind of slow, but gets you moss stone quite easily, yeah. Fluid transposer isn't that hard to make. So now that we have that, so that's pretty darn good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and smelt up some more stuff, and I think we're gonna try to make maybe I don't know. We might make a few more tools, maybe like a better cleaver or a hammer or something. So I'll be back when I get some more things set for that. So I just got done smelting some more ardite and cobalt, made it quite a bit more malleon. I might not have enough for both to make both like an awesome hammer and a cleaver. So I think we're just gonna start by the cleaver, and the cleaver is nice because it has beheading 2 as its natural trait. Let's sleep quick. Yeah, which is nice for like getting like wither heads and whatnot. Even though that'll probably become obsolete in the future, but it does quite a bit of damage, even though it's a little slower at attacking. So what we want as the head is the Malian. So this is gonna cost 8. This is gonna be quite a bit. Yeah. So let's get that done. Then what we're gonna need is 2 of these tough rods, which we're also gonna both want out of Malian. So as you see, some of these more powerful tools cost quite a bit. But once I can get a way of flying around, it'll be a lot easier to get cobalt and ardite from the nether, which will be pretty awesome. And then the last thing we need, I'm pretty sure, is a large plate. And this yeah, it's a large plate. Now this, we might, I think I want it out of cobalt, just so we can have a reinforced 2 trait on it. So I'm gonna make this out of cobalt. Just so we have have that reinforced 2. Even though we're gonna put some moss on it, and I don't think it'll ever really get low enough. With the moss, we're just gonna have it. 'Cause why not? So then what we want to do is go there, get that, put it all together. This is gonna look like all purple and then blue sword. Pretty sweet. So we have our cleaver. Yeah, so then what we want to do is we want to throw some stuff on it. Now, what we first want to throw on is probably some auto repair. Now, obviously the sword enchants are different from then, like the regular tool enchants. So we'll get the auto repair, but we'll go look at some of the modifiers. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I'm like looking up at this guy, I guess. Didn't mean to do that. So we'll go look at some of the modifiers. We're not going to be able to add much of them now. So you got diamond, which adds 500 extra durability. Really not useful with the really overpowered like cobalt and Malian and ardite tools. Emerald, which adds 50% more durability. Now that could be really. Oh yeah, and mining level increased to level 2. Okay, I think that's a new thing as of recent. But yeah, 50% more durability. That can be quite a bit. 'Cause I mean, especially with a hammer, it's gonna be a lot. Here, we'll take a look at this. So this has 14,000. So that give it like an extra 7,000. So it'd be up to 21,000 durability. That's quite a bit. Let's quick skip ahead here again. We can't add speed on it. We got auto repair. We can't do auto smelt. We could add luck on it, which would be looting. But I want to get that on our pick first, or a good pick. Sharpness here, we can add quartz, but I don't have that much quartz. Obviously, once I'll go to the nether again, and with the looting, we'll get a bunch of quartz, which will be nice. We can add fiery, which is basically fire aspect. Every powder adds another second to the flame, so not bad. Don't know if I'll add that. Necrotic is pretty nice. You can, it's basically like a life steal. That's not too bad. Silk touch, obviously only for picks or other tools. You can add one of these plates to give it an extra reinforce. I wouldn't suggest doing this. This is an obsidian plate. Not very useful if you have reinforced too. Knockback has like a little piston on it. Probably not gonna do that. Beheading, not really useful with the cleaver because it already has beheading too. Bane of Arthropod, Smite. So you can basically get like your basic sword enchant. You can add flux capacitors or two different ways. Oh, maybe it's just flux capacitors. Yeah, you can. So then you can charge it in like using the energetic infuser from thermal expansion. You can get additional modifiers with these, so we can add a whole bunch of modifiers. So for right now, I think we're just gonna keep it with the the auto repair on. I think how many more? So we have 2 modifiers remaining. Might add like that diamond and gold block to get an extra modifier, because maybe I'll have like 1 or 2 modifiers of sharpness, definitely, and maybe a necrotic bone. Who knows? But I mean, this thing is basically never gonna die. And I don't think. How much? So we got 9 there, and yeah, only 3 ingots of malleon. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have enough to make an awesome hammer, because the hammer takes 1 of these, which is 8, and 2 of these, which is 8. So that's already 24 cobalt. Cause I'd make that, or well, I'd probably make this out of cobalt, and then both of these out of malleon, because that's gonna give it quite a bit of durability. So that's talking a lot of materials. But I think I'll end the episode here today. I think it's a little longer episode than it's been going. I've been doing a lot around the base, but hopefully next time I can get up to 16 diamonds, and then we are gonna have some major reconstruction and building the base up above us. Yes, it'll be exciting. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Awesome Tinker Toys. See you later.